हेलो जूनियर साइंटिस्ट्स। आज की हमारी विज्ञान कक्षा में आपका स्वागत है। That means welcome to our science class today. I am absolutely thrilled to be your guide as we explore the infinite, invisible mechanics of the natural world. Get ready because we're going to uncover some unbelievable secrets hiding right in plain sight. Okay, here's our game plan for today. First, we'll explore mysterious colors and sounds. Then, we step into the amazing world of animals. After that, we zoom out to look at the great wonders of science. And finally, we'll wrap up with one last, totally weird fun fact. Let's dive straight into part 1, Rahasyamay Rang or Avaze, or mysterious colors and sounds. You know, out in nature, animals and plants have these hidden, almost magical ways of communicating with each other that we usually can't even see or hear. Let's kick things off with a quick pop quiz. Who has 3 whole hearts and actually talks by changing color? Think about the deep, dark ocean for a second. Any guesses? It's the octopus. Deep underwater, an octopus has 3 hearts beating away, which is pretty cool on its own. But here is how it talks. Its skin is covered in these tiny special cells called chromatophores. They twinkle and shift colors, rippling all across its body, kind of like a heartbeat showing up on the outside. It literally uses this secret visual language to speak to the ocean around it. How amazing is that? Now, what's really interesting is how our ocean friends compare to us. When we want to get a friend's attention, we call them by their name, right? Well, did you know dolphins do the exact same thing? When 2 dolphins meet underwater, they use very specific sounds, clicks, and bubbles to literally call each other by their unique individual names. It's their own underwater greeting. And it's not just animals. Let's look at dry land. You might think trees just stand there, totally silent. But underneath the soil, their roots spread out like a giant web of veins. And right beneath our feet, a secret flow of signals is constantly passing along. When danger is near, like bugs attacking, trees actually send invisible warning messages to each other through the dirt. They are literally talking to each other right under our toes. All right, let's move on to section 2, Janwaron ki Adbhut Dunya, the amazing world of animals. We're going to shrink way, way down to check out the superpowers of a tiny creature you can probably find marching around in your very own backyard. Yep, the ant. Look at this tiny, tireless worker. As it marches along, its antennae are constantly trembling to feel the world, and its hard outer shell, the exoskeleton, just shines. But here's the truly unbelievable part. Ants never, ever sleep. Seriously, they take tiny split-second rests, but they never actually fall asleep like we do. They are on an endless, non-stop journey. Okay, junior scientists, buckle up. We're jumping into section 3, Vigyan ke Bade Ajube, Great Wonders of Science. We are zooming all the way out from that tiny ant to look at the biggest, most mind-blowing facts in the universe. 1 trillion. That is a 1 followed by 12 zeros. It's a massive number, but what does it actually mean for you? Well, take a deep breath in through your nose. Your amazing human nose can actually recognize 1 trillion different scents. From the smell of wet dirt after it rains to the sweetest flowers, your nose is basically a super detector. Now imagine a thick golden stream of honey pouring slowly out of an ancient jar. This sweet glowing treat is basically a golden time capsule. Why? Because honey never, ever spoils. You could literally find a jar of honey sitting around for thousands of years, and it would still be perfectly safe to eat. Nature's ultimate forever food. Okay, let's travel out into deep space. Imagine giant, colorful clouds of stardust drifting in the dark. Out there, it is Avwaz Kashunya, the absolute zero of sound. Because space is a vacuum with no air for sound waves to travel through, it is perfectly, entirely silent. The quietest quiet you could ever possibly imagine. But science is also full of intense, loud surprises. So here is a crazy number for you. 5. When a flash of lightning tears through a dark sky, for that 1 split second, it gets unbelievably hot. In fact, that lightning bolt is actually 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun itself. Imagine that kind of heat just zapping right through the clouds. Speaking of unimaginable things, think about the DNA inside your body, the tiny instruction manual that makes you. If you somehow took all the DNA in your body, uncoiled it, and stretched it all out, it wouldn't just cross your bedroom. It would stretch so far out into space that it would reach all the way to the moon. You are literally packed with a never-ending strand of life. Well, we've made it to the end, which brings us to part 4, ek aakhri mazedar sach. One last fun fact. I promised you something totally weird about an everyday snack, and science definitely delivers. Think about a totally normal, ripe yellow banana sitting on your kitchen counter. It looks completely innocent, right? Well, that banana is actually giving off a very faint, invisible greenish-yellow glow. Why? Because bananas are naturally mildly radioactive. Now, don't worry. They are 100% safe to eat. But it's pretty cool to know that when you eat a banana, you're basically snacking on a tiny, delicious science experiment.
So we've seen color-changing octopuses, sleep-defying ants, and glowing radioactive bananas. I want to leave you with one final question to think about today. What science superpower do you wish you had? Think about it. Keep asking those big questions, keep exploring the world around you, and stay curious, junior scientists. There's always more magic out there waiting for you to discover.